Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Martin here. Today I'm going to be building a chicken tractor for our Freedom Rangers. We're getting them next week. We'll put them in the, and I'll show you here. You might remember that I did a video earlier this spring on a chick brooder, and there it is right there. So we're going to, once we get them, we'll put them in here, got the heat lamp at the top, so they should be good to go. Water bucket sits on top with a hose that goes down to that bell waterer, and we've got the food back there. They'll be in the brooder for a while till they feather out, but then I'm going to build a 6x10 chicken tractor, and let me see if I can show you here. Here's my concept drawing. It's, as you can see, 10 feet long, 6 feet wide. There'll be a full 24-inch door in the one end. I'm going to have a metal roof. Construction cloth will be on the front side where the door is, right here. The whole door side will be construction cloth. The upper end of the back side will be construction cloth, and there'll be metal, 6 feet of metal on the side, 6 feet of metal on the back, and 6 feet of metal on the side, on the other side. So I'm hoping this doesn't get too heavy for us to move. We're going to put it out on the yard, or the field actually, and move it periodically, probably every day or so. If it is too heavy, I'll just cantilever wheels on the back side if that's necessary. I don't really want to do that, but I will to make it easier to move. But I'll have to see the weight of it. If that doesn't work, then I'll just use the Ranger as a way to pull it. But the Joel Salatin version of the chicken tractor, one thing I don't like about it is you can't see the chicks as you're moving the chicken tractor. You might run them over, hit their legs or whatever and hurt them. We don't want to do that, so I want to be able to see them as I'm moving it. So it's a little more in depth to build it this way, but I think it's going to be a long-lasting capability. The tarp, a lot of people use tarps and conduit for the roof and chicken or poultry wire, but I think it works. It's lightweight, but the issue I have with that is you have the tarp over the top, and the chicken wire or the poultry wire has bitter ends that tear it, and I just don't want to deal with that. And the conduit thing, I mean, it all makes sense, but I'm going to try to build it to last a little bit longer. And when I'm not using it, I'll just store it back over here, back behind here on the hillside, or wherever I can store it. So let's see. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these 2x4s. And these, once again, are full actual 2x4 dimensional lumber here. I bought at the Amish sawmill. So I'm going to rip these in half. I'm trying to get the weight down. So I'm going to rip these into 2x2s once I get them cut to dimension. And then I'm going to fashion them together. I'll probably screw it together, so that tends to be a little bit better. I may use some nails here and there, but let me get started on this. So I got a little bit done. As you can see, I framed it out, put a small door in here so that we can walk in. I like the idea that we could see the chickens as we pull the coop along the ground. We don't want to run them over, so this is not terribly heavy. I'm going to put metal roof on here, metal up to here, construction cloth on the back, and then construction cloth on the front, and this little 4-foot section here. So the whole thing will be under a roof, and then the bottom first 4 feet will be air can get through there and out the back and through the front. So I'm going to get the metal and build the door. You can see I braced it so that when you're pulling on the front here, you're not going to rip the bottom off. Everything should come together. So it's braced front and back and side to side back here. But as you can see, it's 6 by 10. We're getting 25 birds. This is big enough for 30. So next year we'll probably get 30. So there it is. It's going to be a few days before I can get back to this. I got other stuff I got to do, but I'll bring you back when I'm building the door and putting the roof on, the construction cloth on. So now that I have the roof built and the sides done, what I did is I put the construction cloth on both ends. I built the doors, put the hinges on. These are self-closing hinges here, and the auto latch. So this door will close automatically, and if you should find yourself getting locked in there, I put the emergency release here so you can get out, because it will happen. People who have built chicken coops and they put these latches on, and the wind blows the door shut and locks people in there. So I put that little wire in there to unlock it from the inside. But you can see down here at the bottom, I put the construction cloth back 4 feet, like I talked about earlier, and the metal is going to go the last 6 feet around the back on the bottom and back up the other side here. 4 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet across the back. And I went to the Amish place where I get the metal, and I had the metal cut to length. So I'm going to put that on here today. I want to show you this too. I built a door for the back here so that we can reach in and get the water bucket out of here, if in fact that's what we want to do. I also put a hook up forward, up front, so that we can hang the water up there, or hang 2 water buckets on here. So I also bought a ChickLift that's going to go on the back here. That'll break ground contact and make it easy for me to pull this across the ground. It's going to go right down here. It's on the way as we speak. I put some long screws in these corners because I'll be pulling on here with a wire that's coming off. There'll be a handle right about this distance away that we can pull the chicken coop with. So I wanted to make sure those corners stay together. And I put the cross bracing in there just to keep the thing together as we're pulling it across the ground. But I also did a V in the back here to keep it from spreading. When I put the metal on, I need to make sure that I keep this side lower, so this metal here doesn't hit. So I need to put a side on first and then make sure it clears. So let me get going on that. I almost forgot, I am going to put roost bars in here. They're going to go down. They're going to be about 12 inches off the bottom plate and 16 inches off the ground from the front to the back. That'll give them a place to roost. These are Freedom Rangers, they can roost. So I'm going to do that now. So I put the roost bars in, you can see here. Put a little angle piece right there in there to keep them from bowing in the middle. If that doesn't work, I'll just put a chain up to I'll put a piece between the two rafters and put a chain down to the roost bar to suspend it. But I'm trying to keep this unencumbered so they can move up and down the roost bar like they like to do. Welcome back, everybody. So it's Mother's Day and I'm taking a risk being out here trying to finish this chicken tractor up. But here it is. I wanted to show you the final product. I put the metal on the roof and the metal around the sides. And as you see, I folded this piece around to onto this piece to hold that corner. I haven't screwed this all the way on because I'm getting a ChickLift that's going to be centered in the middle of this, and I don't know how. Well, it's going to have to go up against the supporting member there, not on the metal, so I'm going to have to take that metal off and get it put in, and then cut the metal around the edges of the ChickLift. You can see we have this access door for the water. I put 6 cups on this bucket, 5 gallons of water. And then there's a 30-pound feeder in the middle, centered in the middle, and I also put these roost bars in here. I'm not quite sure if that's the right thing to do or not, but these are Freedom Rangers. They can roost. We'll see how they do. If they don't work, I'll take them out. But there's going to be 30 chicks in here. You can see the side of the roof. As I talked about earlier, I left the front 4 feet so the air can get in there, and both ends have construction cloth on them. This is a self-closing door here. Then I put the wire. See, I'm locked in here right now. So I put this wire in here to release that lock if somebody should get locked in here. But here it is. Should be strong enough. Going to have a bunch of lateral angled support here as I'm pulling this across the ground every day. The back will be lifted off the ground with a ChickLift, and I'll pull it from the front. I also bought a cable, or actually they provided a cable with the ChickLift that'll be mounted to these corners here, and the cable will reach out, I don't know, 2 feet, so I can just pick it up and pull the tractor 10 feet each day, so the chicks will have nice fresh grass to eat. All right, before I go, I'm going to show you the chicks. We have 30 of them in the chicken brooder that I built earlier. All right, let me show you the chicks. Here they are. $30 of them. Really hard to keep that water clean. I just cleaned that out about 15 minutes ago. But they eat a lot of food. They've grown and probably almost doubled in size in the last week and a half. We also provide them with vitamins and electrolytes. As you can see, the pipe runs in and down to that water, and that's just fresh water there. These guys, you can see their feathers are starting to come in. They can't see it, but there's their new home right there. Right. Okay, if you like these videos, please subscribe, hit the like button, and I'm really interested in your comments. I've looked at many different chicken tractor designs. This is a kind of a hybrid, obviously a little heavier than the ones that you see out there. I bought the ChickLift so that we could chicken tractor off the ground adequately so I can pull it. It is heavier than most of the ones that are out there, but I think it's going to last a good long time. It should serve the purpose. It kind of matches the, I'll show you, look over, way out there is our layers. And you've seen it in the past on my other videos. The second video I think I did. Yeah, the chick brooder was the third video, and that was the second video that we showed it to you, run the feeding the chickens, and then 2 or 3 videos ago we showed you how we move it. But I moved it from the side yard out there out to the front field last week, so I'm moving it tomorrow. Like I said, this is Mother's Day, so I better get myself out of here, get in the house. So yeah, please comment on what you think about this chicken tractor. Be interested to hear your design thoughts. So take care. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there, and until next time, all the best.